Hey there, y'all. It's your girl Cardi B, and you watching Sasha Nicole. You know what I'm saying? She might interview some of your favorite people and whatever the crap. So watch it.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's your girl, Sasha Nicole, and we are here at the Women on the Move event in New York City. We have an amazing panel full of women who are here to share some knowledge with us and drop some gems about the industry. So why don't you guys come on, let's take a look.
First, I have to say, you guys look beautiful. My name is Dee Vasquez. I, alongside the founder of this organization, Amber Ravenel, round of applause for Amber Ravenel. We co-founded Women on the Move 10 years ago, and this is our 10-year anniversary. And I really want to say thank you for celebrating with us. And we have celebrated the 6 years with NYU and the organization of Black women here at NYU, so please applaud them. These ladies are your colleagues. They have been doing really great things here at NYU for the past 6 years. So whenever you do see OBW, please, please, please give it up for them and support them and participate in any event that they have going down. So first I want to say that we have an amazing panel. Have you guys heard about the panel that we have tonight?
I would say that the two things I feel like I put into place that make me bulletproof, no matter what the challenge is number one, I am in touch with my inner rubber band. So we do these webinars, and if anybody in this room has ever listened to one of our webinars, my business partner and I, we get the constant question, what have you guys done to overcome challenges? And I tell people all the time, and this was a direct lesson from Kevin Lyles. He said, no matter what you go through, no matter how many times you get knocked down, your only job is to come in the next morning with a fresh perspective and ready for more. Because the second you get jaded, you let other people win over you. And you being jaded, hurt, pessimistic, you're not going to be able to be creative. You won't be able to work to your full potential. You won't be able to reach your full potential. You've already set yourself up to fail because you're hurt, you're angry, you're despondent. You only see the bad things instead of the journey. And the second thing is that I make sure that our work is so superior that there's nothing anyone can say whether they don't like it because they're not used to having an African-American owned communications firm that they work with, or whether they're not used to a high-pitched New York accent person from Queens who came in and is questioning everything that they say, or whatever it is, they just can't deny the work. And that is what gets you through every single time, because once you're bulletproof, a person can get mad, they could take shots, but not one shot hits you. So, you know, that is really the way that we overcome it, because you're gonna have challenges regardless.
I carry myself in a very assertive way. Always follow your gut feelings. It's like Olivia Pope, right? Yeah. From Scandal. Listen to the voice in between your ears. Not too many times, not after 10 p.m. because that's when the devil is around. but definitely listen to that. I mean, my father always said, make your word your contract. That's why I have to go back to when I said doers. You say what you do what you say. And people, looking at people in their eyes, having that affirmation, having that assurance that, excuse my English by the way, I'm mixing, I think in Spanish I speak in English. Any Latinos here? Alright, so if I switch from one language to another, some of you will understand. But just remember that. For me and for any person in this universe, education is freedom, especially for a person coming from a third world country. Freedom, education gives us that window of opportunity to open our eyes and imagination to everything. Someone asked me, if you can be trapped in a room with 100 pounds of something, what would that be? And I said, books. Exactly. Books can take me out there. Books can take me where I haven't been. So definitely freedom, it comes through education, being bold, being assertive, and remember my father's quote, make your word your contract. Use it. I'll give you credit for that.
I think now we unfortunately, we live in a world now because of the way social media is. We look for instant gratification. And it really starts with understanding with yourself and knowing where you are and knowing this is your race. You're not competing with people you don't know, and you can't look to these other people for your success. You're like, oh my gosh, well this person had it by the age of 23, I have to have it. No, everyone's success comes at different time. So don't put a time limit on it where you're like, damn, I have to have this, or I didn't get this yet. It was not even 5 years ago, I had a Toyota Avalon, And it's just like, I moved to LA, I had the smallest apartment, and people used to come around and say, damn girl, you work for Dr. Dre, where's the money at? Where's this? I'm like, I don't need to do all of that to show my success. The CEO of Apple literally walks into the office, he has like the same sweatshirt, same jeans. It's like, I don't have to have these material things to tell people I'm worthy of something. It comes at my time when I'm ready for it to come. I'm not gonna say, Karen, okay, you didn't make it by 27, you need to give up because you're looking at somebody else's Instagram or whatever else is happening. So it's really understanding who you are as an individual, not focusing on everyone else, having that tunnel vision and really looking at it like NASCAR. You see how fast they're going around the track, they have to focus on themselves. So it's the same thing, you don't focus on yourself, you're gonna hit that wall. So just remember that.
Well, I don't really got nobody to call, but I really do have like 3 things that I think of that like really inspire me to keep on doing things. One is I really want to be a mom. And one thing is that it's like me being a mom, I don't want to raise my kids the same way I was raised. I don't want to raise them where I was raised at, in the building that I was raised at, around the people that I was raised at. So it's just like, you know what? I got to get it together at a certain time. And then the second thing is, like, even you always have to have a second plan. Like me, before Instagram, before anything, I never thought that I was going to be popular on TV. I never thought that. However, I did know that I was making money, and I did know the way I was making money, I'm not going to do it forever. I'm not going to be pretty forever. So I always used to look at girls around me like, damn, I can pay my babysitter today. It's like, damn, you 30. You've been dancing for like goddamn 9 years. So one thing I always said is, my second plan is I gotta invest in something. So it's just like, I gotta work, I gotta invest. And then another thing is, I always think about the people that made me feel like I wasn't gonna be nothing. So it's just like, one girl, I don't know. I don't know. You see how I'm dressed right like this? I don't dress like this all the time. I be looking crazy. And I know some girls be like, look at this bum ass bitch. And it's like, you know what? That girl that called me that, she gonna see how I'm gonna turn out to be. Everybody that ever doubted me, I be like, you know what? They gonna see why.
A couple things, and I'll keep it brief. One, I would always remember that we're multi-dimensional beings. So as you evolve, you're gonna shed old interests, old people, and I think that's normal. So really, in a lifetime, you can probably live 20 lives sometimes within one, and I think that's fine. Another thing, I'm a big time lover of God, so I remind myself that I'm working in collaboration with God. And you guys are in a lot of group projects, right? So y'all know about that 1 or 2 people that try to claim the entire project. They didn't even put in an inch of work. Don't be that person when you're collaborating with God. All right? And then, lastly, I would say, when it comes to the people that you trust, be open to constructive criticism. I know we're in New York, so there's a lot of artists and there's a lot of vulnerability that comes with sharing your craft and your gift. But be open to that. At the same time, when it comes to your joy, do not let that be contingent upon someone else's opinion. So if you believe in what you are creating, truly, because it came from a very authentic space within you, and you put that joint on Instagram and you only get 2 likes, yo, it's exactly, it's okay. Because it takes time. fine. Now it's also okay to put on your business lens if you want and say, let me look at this from a very strategic standpoint, right? But as far as letting that dent your spirit, nah. The inner rubber band, that's when you gotta activate that bad boy.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's your girl, Sasha Nicole, and we are here at the Women on the Move event, here with the one and only Cardi B, who just dropped some gems for us. Cardi, how are you doing today?
We're doing pretty good. How you doing, girl?
I'm doing great. Cardi, I just love seeing you in person and even like behind the camera. You are just so real. What keeps you moving despite like all the hate that you get on social media? What really keeps you motivated?
What keeps me motivated is just like people, all right, like, you know, sometimes I get a lot of hate. It depresses me. It really is depressing. Like, that's why you see all these artists trying to commit suicide and doing drugs, because it really get depressing and whatever. But then you see all these people saying like, oh my gosh, I love you. Like, I cannot even believe that people that's attending NYU. Like, do you know how smart you gotta be to get in this college, saying that I inspire them? How my regular ass self inspire you? You like a genius.
Right, but you know what it is? It's because you keep it real. And that's what I think people respect about you now. I mean, you just wrapped up Love and Hip Hop, and you just dropped a mixtape, which everybody, I'm pretty sure, was surprised. How was it to get the response that you did from that mixtape?
It felt really good because, you know I had to prove myself way harder than everybody. It's just like, girl, you do comedy. Girl, you barely speak English properly. Like, it's like, let's see about this mixtape. A lot of people thought it was gonna be a joke and everything, and I put a lot of time doing it. Like, I spent a year and some change doing this music. And like, you know, we was planning to put the mixtape before Love and Hip Hop because I never wanted. So people say like, oh, people go on Love and Hip Hop and they think they could be artists, but it wasn't the right time. It wasn't done. The project wasn't done as well as I wanted to. So that's why I took the time. And it's crazy that like I'm charting on billboards. Like,
you really are. You are making moves. Now I just wanted to ask you, since this is a women empowerment event, has there any woman who's reached out to you on social media who's like surprised you? You're like, oh my God, I can't believe they're actually watching my videos or paying attention to me.
I mean, so many people, like, so many.
The love is real.
The love is real.
All right. Well, why don't you tell the people at home where they can get your mixtape or even follow you on social media, which I'm sure they already probably know.
Well, you can follow me everywhere on social media at I am Cardi B. And you can get my mixtape everywhere, Spotify, Tidal, iTunes, get that Piff, everywhere, girl. You might find it in your nearest store. I don't know.
Hey, what's up, guys? We are here with the one and only Miss Tracy G. Now, I just want to ask you one final thing. What is one piece of advice that maybe you gave or another panelist gave today that really resonated with you?
I think it's so important with these times. I said it before and I just want to say it again. Don't compare your chapter 1 to someone's chapter 10 or 21 or 43, you know, because there is always a middle part that you are not aware of.